This attack right here, it's unblockable, and it's going to steal half your life bar. No big deal or anything, but this low attack, it's going to delete 60% of your health bar, and you just have to deal with it, because after months of being a mid-tier at best, General Shao is finally godlike in Mortal Kombat 1. Basically, any attack he does will delete your health bar, and because his combos last for so long, his cameo partner is already recovered by the time he finishes. There's never been a better time to play General Shao, so leave a like down below and I'll buff your favorite character. Without any further ado, let's begin. Starting off with his throw. If you missed my last video, well, first off, watch it, it's an amazing video, but in that video, I discuss how Movado lets every character in the game combo off their throw, but some characters get more damage than others, like General Shao. And that's mainly because he can buff his damage whenever he wants to, but then on top of that, his combos are long and go on forever, so that also means more damage, which is already great, but then on top of that, Shao's throws are more likely to land than other characters because this overhead starts combos, and this overhead is also annoying to deal with. And as a result, your opponents always stand blocking, which makes them that easier to throw. So not only do your throws do more damage, but also it's more likely to land. And when you do inevitably land that throw, you want to summon Movado pretty early. If you wait too long, you're actually going to get less damage on the combo overall. But then when the mine detonates, you want to buff your damage as soon as possible. And General Shao can do this for all of his combos. The second that landmine goes off, buff your damage and then keep the combo going. There's quite literally no reason not to do this, and the opponent is stunned for a very long time, so yeah, just do it. So once you throw the opponent and the landmine goes off and you buff your damage, you want to do the same combo every time. And that combo is right here. If you want to rewatch it, go ahead. If you want to watch it in slow motion, you can do that too, but I'm not going to explain it all in detail. That would just take way too long and we don't have all day. But as you can see, it does a lot of damage even without the damage buff. So now do that same combo, but after the throw. And keep in mind the damage is going to be reduced because that's just how throw combos work in this game, but even so, you're still getting 30% damage, which is very high for a throw. I haven't experimented with every character on the roster yet, but so far nobody's gotten 30% with the Movado throw combo. General Shao is the first character I found. And just in case anybody at home is bad with numbers, 30% is almost 1/3 of the opponent's health bar, and some characters have below average health, which means that's more than 1/3 of their health just gone from a throw. So already that's pretty crazy, but don't forget this combo is the lowest damage you'll see in this video. So if you're freaking out now, then just hold on to your seat. Because next up, we're talking about the overhead. This move puts the fear of God in your opponent. They're never going to crouch if you keep torturing them with this move. However, unfortunately, you can't call Movado after the overhead. Instead, you want to summon him a second before and then go for the overhead, and look at that, it combos. And you know what that means? It's time to buff our damage and then do the same bread and butter combo as shown earlier. And when you put the whole thing together, you get this combo. Once again, nothing crazy, but 38% for an overhead that's almost unreactable, especially online, is pretty good in my honest opinion. And keep in mind, Shao has 50/50s. That's right, his low combos too for absurd damage. But we're not going to show that just yet. I want to work up to it. So next up, we have the command grab. This move is 100% unblockable, and unlike regular throws, you can't even break out of it. Once it lands, it's guaranteed. And even though it's not much damage by itself, when combined with Movado, it gets pretty crazy. But the timing is very particular. You want to wait until after General Shao stomps his foot on the opponent, so right there, then you can summon Movado. If you summon him any earlier than that, it's not going to drop the combo or anything, but he will toss it the wrong way and you won't get that final hit as a result, which means overall the combo damage is lower. So obviously not a deal breaker, but if you're playing General Shao, then you're here for the damage, so wait for that foot to come down and then summon Movado. And once the opponent is stunned, buff your damage and do the same combo as before. Put that whole combo together for absurd damage, like you saw at the very start of this video. When done right, this throw leads to 49 damage, or in other words, half the opponent's health, and depending on the character, it's over half their health just deleted for an unblockable throw that can't be broken out of. Keep in mind, some characters have lower health than others, which makes this throw even more frightening. Does General Shao do more damage than Reiko now off his command grab? That would be crazy if so, right? No way. There just can't be any way that General Shao stole Reiko's main gimmick away. That can't be possible, right? That's not legal. And at this point, some of you watching might be saying, well, you need Movado to do any of this. Yeah, no duh, stupid. That's his best cameo partner. Every character in this game has a best cameo partner. Now, does that mean you have to use that character or you're stupid? No, absolutely not. It's a video game. Play whoever gives you the most fun, but I'm just saying I like damage. That gives me the most fun, and right now Movado gives General Shao the best damage. Alright, but now finally, it's time for the craziest combo combo I found with General Shao, and it's after his low string. The damage on this combo is so crazy that I don't think it's fair, okay? It's awesome, but it's just ridiculous, right? How is this legal? General Shao is too strong. Not only is this string great for damage, but it also has some really good range on it, and as a result, it's a great whiff punish too. I mean, it's not as good as 2-2, but nothing is. For anyone not aware, General Shao has one of the best pokes in the entire game. It's 8 frames and has this much range. It's absolutely crazy, but this low string is also pretty good in terms of range, so it's also a great whiff punish. But next up, let's talk about timing. You want to wait until after General Shao pulls the axe from the opponent. That gives you the most hits and therefore the maximum damage for your combo. And even though the opponent is flat on their back the entire time, it doesn't matter, you still get the follow-up. And you already know what comes next, buff your damage and then do the same typical bread and butter combo. Put the entire thing together and you'll be deleting over half your opponent's life bar. It's actually crazy. But that's why I love Mortal Kombat 1. I miss these crazy long combos from the Mortal Kombat X days. In Mortal Kombat 11, I feel like a lot of the creativity was gone. A lot of the character freedom was gone. But in Mortal Kombat 1, the crazy combos are back. The character freedom is back and the player expression is back. And that just makes me so happy. And now real quick, here's the part of the video where I mentioned you can buff the damage before the combo even starts, if you want to. However, keep in mind that does leave you open. You can't block while buffing your damage, and on top of that, it doesn't last forever. So even though it is possible to buff your damage before any of the hits start, it's much easier to buff your damage in the middle of the combo because then it's guaranteed and the opponent can't interrupt you. But now finally, to end the video, I want to talk about forward 4. Alright, the big boot. It's not quite as crazy as Mortal Kombat 1, or is it? Because don't forget about Movado. That's right, baby. If you hold up and the cameo button, Movado will come in as soon as possible. You don't have to manually time it. Or in other words, this big boot is high reward and no risk, because check out that frame data, it is safe on block at -6. Or in other words, just do it. If it lands, Movado comes out for a full combo, but if it's blocked, no worries, you're completely safe on block. And also, Movado won't come out because the opponent's not airborne, which means you did not waste the cameo meter. And that's the main reason I wanted to bring up this combo. It's just one more great whiff punish that Shao has. There's no risk and a very high reward if it lands. Now with that said, this combo does look a little bit different from every other combo in this video so far, but even so, it still does a good amount of damage, and once again, it's a completely safe option to just throw out in the neutral. And there you have it, everyone. General Shao is finally godlike in Mortal Kombat 1. His damage is now through the ceiling, and his mix-ups have never been more terrifying. His overhead combo does tons of damage, his low combo does insane levels of damage, and even his command grab does crazy amounts of damage. And honestly, even his regular bread and butter still does a crazy amount of damage. Just summon Movado at the end like this. Once again, wait for the stomp, summon him, and then buff your damage, dash in, and do the overhead string. And look at that, 45% for a regular bread and butter. And that's crazy because this move is plus on block, by the way, so it's great for pressure. You can guarantee a down 1 for a counter hit, or go for this and get a full combo started. It's pretty crazy. Movado and General Shao are a match made in heaven. I don't think the developers intended for General Shao to get this strong with Movado, but here we are. So one last time, everybody, leave a like down below if you love General Shao or just enjoy playing Mortal Kombat 1 in general. And then keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdog.